Good evening, everybody. Get the light on here. I'm at Kitanomaru Park. Right there is Kuranshita Station. That's the Hanzamon and Toei Shinjuku line. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hanami 2018. This is the cherry blossom season for 2018. This is really exciting. I'm walking now towards the area where the first cherry blossoms were reported in Tokyo last Sunday. And what we can see here is that we are just about 40% open in this area, which is pretty exciting. And I'm gonna walk up towards the gate for Kitanomaru Park. And this gate, you can see it's just at sunset. And this gate is a very famous cherry blossom viewing area. So we're gonna share this together and take a look at the status. Where exactly are we with the cherry blossoms in the city of Tokyo? And it looks pretty promising. It's quite dark down there, but you can see some of the trees down there by the moat. And again, we're on the Imperial Palace moat, have already started to blossom, and it's really beautiful. So this weekend is gonna be a pretty exciting place. This building in the middle right here, that's a very significant building for World War II. That's where the trials were held for the Imperial Army leaders. So it's kind of a big deal to be here. Other than that, we have cherry blossoms. And I'm thinking in this area, it's about 40% bloomed. We haven't reached full blossom yet, but we're getting closer. So let me get close up to here. Thank you, Craig. I really could use the snack money. I've got this light here, so we're gonna be able to light up the cherry blossoms a little bit. Yeah, look at that. Make them come alive a little bit for you here. So for those of you who are coming to visit Tokyo, you can see that we're very, very close to having the cherry blossoms opened up here in the city. Very close. Again, I'd say it's about 40% from what I see here. And in another week, you're not going to be able to see the sky from this area where I'm standing right now. It's just going to be completely covered in white blossoms. And as the sun sets and as we continue this live stream for the next 10-15 minutes, it gets darker. I think we're going to see more of an impact, even though it's only about 35-40% bloomed here. So let's walk up to the gate, and then we're going to make our way back. It's pretty exciting. Can I call this an exclusive? There's nobody else here. It's just me. This is an exclusive, a Tokyo Sakura exclusive just for you all. All right, let's look at this. Is another one of my favorite trees. See, I've been living in Tokyo now. This is my 13th year in Tokyo, 20th year. Thank you, Nosh. 20th year in Japan, but my 13th year living in Tokyo. And after you've lived here for about a decade, you start to find spots that you really like. This is one of them. And I'd say, let me get the light on. I'd say if there was one spot that was really a place that I have to go to every year, it's right here. And I'm gonna be doing a Facebook meetup with viewers of the Only in Japan series just right there. Across the street is, Yasukuni Shrine, and Peter, who's joining us in the chat, and Jennifer will be meeting on the other side over there by Yasukuni Shrine under the big torii. And I'm gonna take you there to end this live stream. But from now, we're gonna just kind of check out the scene here. Now, here's another one of my favorite trees here. This is right there's the gate that I've tagged in the description, so you can make your way here yourself. This is the gate that leads to Kitanomaru Park and to the Budokan, which is one of the events of the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. And this tree, I remember because it's such a spooky looking tree. I love trees. This one is kind of a spooky looking tree because it's all twisted and it's got a lot of personality to it, and it's been cut. There's been parts where the limbs have fallen off and they've cut it and it's been damaged in winds and stuff like this, but it has one arm, one limb, one branch that juts down towards the moat, and it's really beautiful. And they do light up this area. There's a couple of street lamps, so you have this effect where in about 15 minutes the sky is just going to be really, really dark, and these lights that are illuminating are going to be the only thing that's making these white blossoms just come on fire. Thank you, Vaughn. Right, it's been a year since the hitchhiking trip, and I have to say that it does bring back memories. Although, you know, in Japan, if you're thinking about coming for the cherry blossoms, each area of Japan blooms at a different time. Kyushu is sometimes a little bit later, believe it or not, than Tokyo, even though it's further down south. Tokyo, it has the warmer... Tokyo has like the warmer urban weather, I guess. So the blossoms will bloom just a little bit earlier than other places. There's the Budokan, which is, as I said, going to be the location for the... Sorry, that's the Budokan, which is the location for the 2020 Olympics karate and judo events, which is pretty cool. It's kind of blurry. We're getting some of the camera. I'm gonna show you a couple more cherry blossom trees. Then we're gonna make our way over to the to Yasukuni Shrine, which is the location of the Only in Japan Meetup on Monday. So I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of you. The event is already live on the Facebook page, so you can go over to the Only in Japan TV Facebook page and check out the event and join us if you're in the city for that time. Yeah. All right, here we go. The sun is just getting darker, and you can see the torii where we're going to be meeting right there. You see it there? All right, it's kind of blurry because the focus is, there you go. Yeah. And over there in the distance on the right side is the massive torii that's the entrance to Yasukuni Shrine. And I'm going to take you there in a minute. I want to enjoy the cherry blossoms right here for just a second longer, because as the sky gets darker, these really start to light up. And I have a feeling that the cherry blossoms at Yasukuni Shrine over there across the street are just as impressive as the ones right here. They might even be opened up a little bit more, because this area is just a little bit cooler than I think inside where the shrine is. So once again, this is Kitanomaru Park at Kudanshita Station in central Tokyo, and we are about 35 to 40% balloon for the cherry blossoms, which is pretty incredible. That means this Sunday, that's the Hanami parties are going to start, which is exciting. So we're early in Tokyo because we've had unusually warm weather the last couple of weeks. It's been going in and out between cold and hot. Here, let me get the light on this thing. There you go. See if I can get a little bit of light on to those blossoms. Sometimes they bloom right out of the tree trunk. It's really beautiful. Yeah, nice. It's a really nice area. Now, one of the other thing that I like about this place, Kitanomaru Park, this moat here, is that on the weekends they have boats that you can rent, and you can row the boats in the moat, like right here. See, you can row the boats in the moat, and you can row it underneath all the cherry blossoms. And what you see is, which is quite dark right now, because it's only 40% bloomed. I think it's going to be the middle of next week, or maybe the end of next week, the blossoms start to fall. And when the blossoms fall, they fall into the moat, and they just create this amazing white sea looking view that looks like something from a fantasy world. The moat that you see right now is just covered in white. And thanks, Gretchen. And that's just such a sight that I don't think you really fully appreciate unless you're right here seeing it with your own eyes. Of course, we're about 10 to 12 days away from that happening, because we're just starting to get the cherry blossoms to bloom right now. All right, here's another tree, and there's a bridge right there that I'm going to take you over to go to Yasukuni Shrine. Thank you, Misan Tunat. I'm glad that you could join us. Mahalo. Oh, wow, this is really nice. Let's get the light on it. Whoa. We are just getting warmed up in Tokyo when it comes to the cherry blossoms. This is just the appetizer for the next the next couple of weeks where we're gonna get a lot of cherry blossoms. You're gonna have cherry blossom overload, but I think, okay, hold on, there's Kudanshita Station in the distance going towards Jimbocho. I think over the next, I'm gonna go this way. Over the next couple of weeks, I think it's gonna be more than just the flowers. What we're gonna see is the events that is around it. There's some motorcyclists going by. What it is, it's the events that go around the cherry blossoms. It's not just the blossoms themselves. We celebrate here in Japan the coming of spring, but I think what is the most, and I'm going to say this several times over the next couple of weeks, what are the most impactful things to people in Japan about the cherry blossoms is its beauty and how short the beauty of the cherry blossoms lasts, how short the blossoms are here today, gone tomorrow, and it's sort of a microcosm of life. And this is how the samurai thought of their lives, going way back to the Edo period, Edo Jidai, when I've had this talk many times, when they would reflect on the cherry blossoms and realize that they're only here for a moment and their lives are so short, and we have to really appreciate the beauty of things while we have them in front of us. This is a nice view of Tokyo from up here. And right in the middle of the screen in the distance is the Tokyo Sky Tree. You can see the LED lights doing a Knight Rider kit action on the two decks. It's pretty cool. Sky Tree's up there. 648 meters up, I believe. Highest standing tower in the world. It's not a building, it's a tower, so it qualifies. I'll take it. All right, here we go. It's a little windy up here. We're now making our way down into Yasukuni Shrine. This is where we're going to be meeting on Monday. It's another reason why I wanted to come out here. It was to give you... Oh, here's the sign for it. This is the Heisei Sanjunen, that's this year. This is the 30th Chiyoda no Sakura Matsuri. And it's taking place, it's lit up between the 24th, oh, dozo. It's lit up between the 24th and April 8th, okay? This is good information, until 6 to 10 p.m. So it's not illuminated yet. In fact, the day that we're here on Monday, it's not illuminated yet either, which is making me double think doing this event on the 23rd. And maybe we should do it on the 24th. Here is one of the most impressive views of the city of Tokyo. That's the torii at Yasukuni Shrine. This is the entrance from Kudanshita. It's a really massive torii. It's very impressive. And you can actually go inside of it, I believe. Not a lot of people know that, including locals, I think. You can go inside of that torii. And we're gonna walk up towards Yasukuni Shrine. Hear the wind rustling through the trees. That's a good sign, because that means that spring's here and the leaves are coming back. And even if you miss the cherry blossoms in the middle of April, or in the beginning of April and the end of March, you still get to see that fresh green color on all the trees here, which is really, really beautiful. That light in the center is the Docomo Tower in Shinjuku. We're not that far away from Shinjuku. This is the main walkway, but the cherry blossoms are on the left and the right. And so far, well, the festival hasn't started yet, but you're going to see on, I guess next week, a lot of snack booths and festival booths lining the left and rights of this. So there's going to be a ton of food, a ton of people, and lots of oh, they've already put the signs up. Lots and lots of people here. Let's see here. So right now it says here drinking has been prohibited. I'm guessing those are 2 mugs of beer. No speakers and loud music. And no drones. That makes sense. I think this might be suspended because I've always had a drink at Yasukuni during the cherry blossoms. And you can see here on this tree telling us not to drink. You can see how beautiful the cherry blossoms are. And there's the torii right above us. It's very ominous looking. It's really beautiful. Wow, and this tree, once again, every year, Yasukuni is the first location in Tokyo where the blossoms have begun to bloom. And right now we're starting to see that for real. This tree is a lot closer. This tree is more like 80% bloomed, believe it or not. If you look up there, all you see are blossoms. So it's pretty impressive. In here, it's just warmer. It's just a few degrees warmer. So that means that the celebration should probably start on Monday. So we're doing a meetup here on Monday. I have to rethink this now. Anyways, the event information is on the Facebook page. So if there is an update to it or a change of schedule, we will post there. All right, I'm gonna make my way up a little bit more, and then we're gonna end this live stream. Just giving you a taste of what's gonna be coming over the next couple of weeks. There really isn't anybody here. I thought there would be more cherry blossom passion, but we're going to have to take what we can get. Oh, look, they are doing some construction here. So Yasukuni might not be the best place to come for the cherry blossoms this year. There's a lot of construction. This is where, wow, this is where a lot of the cherry blossom viewing was done. I didn't know about this. I'm glad I was scouting this out. Huh. Dun, 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 dun. There's Yasukuni Shrine on the left side. That's the actual shrine where you can go and pray. There's another torii. Get the focus in there, yeah. And there's a lot of construction. Why now? This is the holiday season. Can you believe it? Oh, Yasukuni Shrine. So there's a chance this year that Yasukuni might not be the place to go. So what I can do is for the meetup on Monday, I'm gonna change the location and put it across the street at Kitanomaru, which is still a pretty nice place. So bring your own drinks and see you on Monday. And I'm gonna walk back to Kitanomaru and call it a night. It's been pretty interesting to come out here and see how close we are. But that tree that I showed you is pretty darn close to 100%. That's impressive. That's early. Tokyo in general in Honshu is the first place where the cherry blossoms will bloom. It just is, because it's the warmest place. Osaka is very close behind it, but the cities, I believe, have just warmer temperatures, and Tokyo is pretty moderate in weather. It is a big torii. I'd say it's about 20 meters high, maybe. It's bigger than the one in Meiji Shrine, which is near Harajuku. This one is just massive in scale. It's it makes this a really significant shrine in the city of Tokyo and in Japan. Of course, you can get the history of it all on Wikipedia and the other sites. Yeah. I'm landlocked. How do you get out of here? All right, I'm going straight through here. Yeah. So there you go. So Yasukuni might not be on this year. Although it says there that they light up the trees. It's just not a little bit of a disappointment. It's not quite there yet. And now that the sun has set on the city of Tokyo, there's going to be some really impressive places to go. That in the distance is Jimbocho, and that's pretty much the center of... Pretty much right now I am in the center of Tokyo because this is where the Emperor's Palace, Imperial Palace is located. Very cool. Huh. I'm just surprised there's not more people. That's the funny thing with Japan, is that there is a specific season for everything. Meaning, in the summer, this might not make a lot of sense to us, including me, but it does to people in Japan. Even though the summer beach season is from July 1st to August 31st, and September 1st hits, it could be even hotter on September 1st than it was on August 10th. The beach is closed, pretty much. All the services have ended, and that's Japan. Everything starts on a day and ends on a day. That means that the Cherry Blossom Festival starts on the 24th this year. Apparently, most of the sites are saying the 24th. So, it's gonna be on the 24th. I'm gonna leave you here. This is a beautiful place to end the live stream of the city of Tokyo at night. It's very lively right now. People are getting off of work, and they're not really interested in Kitanomaru Park. That's where we started the stream. Some people are taking pictures with flashes down there, but in about a week, it's gonna be a completely different story. And these live streams are gonna be a lot more fun, I guarantee it. So see everybody, have a good day or a night wherever you are. What?